Good morning, Southwest Florida. I'm Bri Walling. This Naples Herald Morning Report is sponsored by our friends at Gonzales Kia of Cape Coral. This morning, we'll tell you about 3 simultaneous brush fires raging on in Collier. Governor Scott baiting reporters with a big announcement coming up, which may be his announcement for his Florida Senate bid, and more. Today is Tuesday, March 27th, and this is the Morning Report. Brush fires continue to cause issues throughout Southwest Florida, with dry conditions putting the region at a high risk for brush fires over the last week and multiple blazes popping up over the weekend. Portions of US 41, State Road 29, and Alligator Alley have all been closed off and on as fighters work to control the fires. All lanes of Interstate 75 and US 41 reopened late Monday morning after being closed for safety reasons, but drivers were advised to pay attention to visibility concerns due to smoke. The Florida Highway Patrol blamed a 3-car crash on Alligator Alley on reduced visibility early Monday morning. While making a scheduled visit to Fort Myers for a bill signing ceremony, Governor Scott mentioned the blazes and said he visited those on the front lines of the fires. According to the Greater Naples Fire District, the Greenway Fire has consumed over 7,000 acres and is 25% contained as of noon on Monday. The Collier County Sheriff's Office said in an announcement on social media that its rescue helicopter helped to drop over 40,000 gallons of water onto the fire this weekend. There are 2 other wildfires simultaneously raging on, with the 116th Avenue Southeast fire and the Flag Pond fire at 50% contained. The Caloosahatchee Forestry Center has said that lightning was to blame for all 3 of the wildfires. Governor Scott appears ready to jump into the Florida Senate race, setting up a high-profile showdown against incumbent Democratic Senator Bill Nelson. Scott on Monday announced plans to make a major announcement on April 9th. The move came a day after a top Scott aide, Jackie Schultz-Zechman, resigned as the governor's chief of staff. Zechman, who has worked for Scott since his first year in office, would not provide any additional details about the governor's political plans. She worked on Scott's re-election campaign 4 years ago. Scott, who had a scheduled news conference at a Central Florida park on Monday, sidestepped questions about his plans but encouraged reporters to attend the announcement. Scott, who is leaving office in early 2019, has been mulling a run against Nelson for more than a year. The 65-year-old governor has recently been ramping up his criticism of the 3-term incumbent, and the 2 men have traded jabs over gun violence and what should be done in the aftermath of the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School shooting. President Trump has already publicly encouraged Scott to run, and Scott, meanwhile, since last year, has also been raising money for a federal super PAC. Nelson, who has already said he will seek another term, was first elected to the U.S. Senate in 2000 after spending time as a state's insurance commissioner and as a U.S. congressman. Nelson, who will turn 76 this fall, is the only statewide elected Democrat in Florida. People on both sides of the gun debate took to social media after a doctored animation and photo appeared to show one of the survivors of the Florida school shooting tearing up the Constitution. The image of Emma Gonzales was doctored from the magazine Teen Vogue, in which she was actually ripping up a shooting range target. The doctored animation and news stories about it were shared nearly 70,000 times on social media. Supporters of the Second Amendment pointed to the image as evidence that gun control supporters are going too far, while gun control supporters expressed outrage when the image was shown to be a fake. And that was the Morning Report for today. I'm Bri Walling. The Morning Report airs Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. right here at NaplesHerald.com. And don't forget to check out our lunch break that also airs Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Thank you for watching.